Shot boom.
Welcome back. Connor, you're drowning him! You're drowning him! I want to tell a story about 6 seconds ago. So before we were getting ready to start, I turned to Connor and I was like, "Are you ready to start?" And he just very quietly, delicately reapplied his Wiimote wrist strap. Just being super safe. So great.
I waggle pretty hard.
You waggle.
When
You're
I
a
waggle,
waggler.
I
Waggle,
wag-
waggle, waggle.
I waggle. I fucking waggle.
I'm a waggler. I waggle. I waggle.
I waggle so much. Hey, that sounded like Emerald's one short day
In the Emerald City.
in the good A galaxy.
One short day to have a lifetime of fun.
I love that.
That's a great show.
All right.
It's so silly.
I'm not fun. No mushroom.
Just for this moment, as long as you're mine.
That might be my least favorite song.
Really? Did you see? They're divorced now, but
No.
a little bit of musical theater trivia. Tay Diggs and Idina Menzel were in the show together.
Mr. Diggs.
They did it together.
I did see that. Stop sucking my brain.
It was pretty
So many
cute.
knowledges.
Taking all my knowledge. Mario doesn't have anything to steal though. It's pretty much just like all that's in there is jump, woohoo, and peach. Like that's all he knows.
I think No Good Deed is my favorite song.
No good deed.
No Good Deed.
Did they get freaking the lead singer from Aerosmith to sing that song?
Or AC/DC.
Or AC/DC, yeah.
No Good Deed. No Good Deed. Down, down, down. It goes unpunished. Cause I'm TNT. No Good Deed.
I remember playing Tony Hawk and hearing TNT. That was the first time, sadly enough, that I'd ever heard TNT as a
you're
young
missing
person.
out.
I know, but I've heard it. It's the point. It's just sad that that's
And I am
the context.
not being ironic. I love AC/DC.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my god, what is this rockin' music?
Their whole album, Back in Black, is so good.
Yeah?
That whole album. It's every song you love is on there.
It's always fun when an artist has that album
Uh-huh.
with all the good songs on it.
Kind of like Abbey Road syndrome.
Yeah.
Although many people will argue with me about that one.
What's the argument? Like out.
Like Sgt. Pepper's or I don't know.
My opinion is that I grew up with Sgt. Pepper was my favorite when I was a little kid, and now Abbey Road is my favorite, I think. No, that's not true. I like Rubber Soul, but
Embarrassingly enough, I've never listened to Rubber Soul just all the way through.
it's great. It's cool because it's in the transitional phase,
Yeah.
right when they were like learning to do weird stuff, and so it's kind of fun.
The
Rubber
thing I
Soul,
like about
Revolver.
Abbey Road is it's just like it is an entire experience. You know, when you listen to that album, I never just go to a song. I listen.
Yeah,
to
you
the
started
whole
at the
thing.
beginning. What I love is the transition into Maxwell's Silverhammer. Because you've got Come Together, you've got like normal sounding songs,
Yeah.
and then suddenly it's like boom, boom, and
it's about murder.
It's just really like it's just so silly. It doesn't.
That is pretty funny. I never thought about that. Because the rest of it's so cohesive, and that's just such a contrast.
It's a story song. Like John was dealing with like fucking things. Like if you listen to A Day in the Life, the Beatles song. I read the news.
Yes,
today. And it changes in the middle. Like John sings the first part, and then Paul sings the middle part.
Yeah.
Jasmine, who's my girlfriend for the audience, and I were in the car listening to the Beatles, and we were like riffing about how John deals with these really real, like he has these deep kind of subtextual themes, and Paul's songs during the weird period are all these goofy storytelling songs that are like whoop, boop, boop, boop. They're great, but they just don't match. They're just oil and water. And so it's like John was they were working on Day in the Life together, and John was like, I'm working on this really kind of deep song. It's got this huge musical crescendo that's just noise, and I want it to be, and his quote was, an orgasm of sound. And Paul's in the back, and he's like, can I put a story in the song? I've got a really good one. Here it is. Woke up, got out of bed, ran a comb across my head. Like that's his part of the song, and it doesn't match. It's so funny. It's like a John Williams beautiful score, and then Danny Elfman just suddenly slides into it. Boom, 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 boom.
Every single Danny Elfman song.
Every single, all at once.
Bum.
That's not true. He's a beautiful composer, but there is a lot like that.
It's partly true.
It's partly true.
Doesn't mean it's not good.
No.
So who sings Golden Slumbers?
Paul, that's his song.
Well, that's a pretty thoughtful
they're not
song.
all that way. I just mean that he has a tendency towards funny kind of storytelling songs. Speaking of Danny Elfman, we watched Nightmare Before Christmas last night. I haven't watched it in years, and I loved it, like all over again.
Movie.
Well,
did you lose your love for it or something?
no,
or
I just very rarely do I make it. I love that movie, but in reality, very rarely do I make it all the way through that movie awake. The part right when he starts to go deliver presents, I usually fall asleep. Like, there's just something weird about the pacing right there. But last night, I was all in.
You were in.
I was having a great time.
Yeah.
The oboe swelled at the beginning, and the woodwinds came in, and I was like, oh, fuck.
I haven't seen that in too long.
It's so good.
Can I wall jump?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you can. We need to talk about the game for a little while, maybe.
No.
No.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I really enjoyed the feed me more face guy though. That felt good to stuff his face full of stars.
You can do that with everybody in the observatory. You can stuff them with stars
Do
and
they
they
get
give you
fat?
stuff. Yeah, they give you stuff.
Ooh,
It's fun.
I like making.
Oh, I
people
love
confused.
this part. This is like a little pill maze that you have to wander through, and you can only see it from the outside. It's really fun. I should play. There we go.
Thank you.
I don't like. He's not a threat. It's a Goomba.
You're a Goomba.
That hurt.
That was a compliment.
Hey,
Goombas are suave. Look at his head. So many brains.
he gets all the ladies. There you go.
Hobbles over to supermodel.
Can I put my face in your?
Whoa!
Whoa!
All right. I see the arrows and I know what they mean now. Can I put my face in? What was that?
I didn't want to. There was a unfun word at the end of that joke, and I decided to let it slide.
This is not a PG show.
Well, we haven't talked about that. Like, how bad can we get on this show?
We can get pretty risque.
We can get pretty bad.
Oh,
Bad to the bone.
I missed that though. Now I feel like
You can't go down there?
they designed that for everyone to see, not just some people. No, probably some people.
Yeah.
Based on the way that I slid past it.
Jump in there.
Am I being too completionist right now with killing all these Goombas?
Yeah, a little bit. You don't have to murder everybody.
Okay. Well, Mario wants blood. He's craving it.
My bloodlust will not be silenced! Woohoo!
Okay. I'm seeing this.
Rivers in the streets!
Can I?
My Mario sounds a lot like just Mickey Mouse on
Italian
fucking
Mickey Mouse.
caffeine. No, but not even. Like, I can't even do the accent because I'm screaming so much. Like,
Hi guys. Oh boy.
most overdone impression.
It's so easy. It's so.
I can do Mickey Mouse. Great. Me, you, and everybody else.
So.
Oh, this is kind of fun. I'm not going to tell you how to do this. You figure it out.
I already got it.
You got this?
The sensor button. Oh.
You get what you have to do.
I almost did it. Curve it!
Nice. Isn't that cool?
Boom.
Isn't that fun?
Clever. I wonder, game design is just so, is there just like one physics system that they had to, in the engine, or were there just like all sorts of, I just, It's beyond me. I don't get how this goes to just a bunch
This
of numbers.
game makes my head hurt.
Essentially, is what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah. It's so cool though. Like you just don't. Your brain is boggled.
This is just lines of code.
Yeah. The terrace. Well, we got a star. We made some progress, but it's about time for us to ship out for this episode.
I'm averaging 1 star per one ship. I'd say I'm doing
6,000
pretty good.
episodes.
Wait, first let me feed this.
We could beat this by next year.
Let me feed this guy a little bit.
You gonna feed him?
Yep.
Before
Wait.
we go?
Yep.
Well.
Give me fucking more!